Is your foundation as solid as you think it is? Let's talk about it and bridge the gap next on the Given a Purpose podcast. Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey and filling in the gap. I'm your host, Mr. LA. Now, you already know what it is. Listen, come here. Come here. It's a new week, new opportunity, new focus, new time to renew the strength that you got in you. I need you to stay in alignment. I need you to stay disciplined. I need you to stay committed and stay consistent. Those are our ingredients to making us do and be successful the way that we know we can be. Listen, I am your self-investment coach. If you have never, ever seen this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell so you can get the alerts every time a new episode comes out every Monday. So, man, this week I want to talk to you guys about foundation, right? So, I know in a lot of things in life, we build things, right? You may have had a house built. You may be building things with a relationship. You may be building things at a job. You may just be building in general, right? But you want to make sure that your foundation is good. That will also increase your longevity. That will also increase how strong you are when you go upwards. So kind of want to get into that. I'm kind of break that down so you guys kind of understand what I'm talking about, right? So, of course, we know in the Bible, it tells you not to build your foundation on sand. You want to build a solid ground, right? So we want to make sure that when we're building, right, that we build horizontally first, right? When we're creating our foundation, all right? We want to make sure a couple of things when you're building foundation. As we get older and mature and we understand some building processes, right? We want to make sure that we have some depth, right? Sometimes you want to, if we're digging somewhere and we have to dig, sometimes you have to hit bedrock. Sometimes you are just in the soil, but you want to create a good base, right? Same thing in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? I know, like cheerleaders, when they build their pyramid, it's all about the base. It's about those strong people at the bottom before they start building up, right? So you want to make sure you have a good base, a good foundation, and a good, strong, solid piece of steadiness, right? And once you do that, then we can start putting the building blocks on top, right? So, of course, first, when you're building your foundation and you're doing your part, then we can start going vertically, right? So vertically in everything. So once you have a foundation, once you have your pillars, once you have your values, all right? So when you're building your foundation, make sure that your values, right, are solid, right? And making sure that when you're doing things as well as your foundation, making sure, I know you've heard this a lot, making sure that when you're going for something, right, making sure your why or your foundation is stronger than, how can I put this, than the elements. I'll keep it that way. Let's say we're building a house right now. All right. So you want to make sure that your foundation is strong so that when you do go vertically, right, that once you start placing things to go vertically, it can withstand wind. It can withstand the rain. It can withstand some snow. It can withstand whatever different elements that may come, wind, snow, sleet, hail, all of that good stuff. But we want to make sure that once we start building upwards, right, that the foundation is going to stay clear. Because even if those things do damage, right, my foundation is still there and I can rebuild. Okay. So just keeping in that realm right there, we want to make sure that we are focused and making sure that our foundation can't be broken, right? Because of course, if we're staying in the realm of building a house, once you start getting leaks and cracks in your foundation, that's where problems come, right? That's where flooding can come. You know, if you, I know my people that live in the South, you know, don't have those basement things type of things, but here up north, right? So if you have a basement and the water starts leaking into the foundation of it, then you start getting cracks in your wall. It becomes a lot to pay for, right? It becomes really expensive, right? And then it creates bigger problems because once you get into the foundation, you got to start digging up stuff. Ooh. Ooh. There it is right there. That's where I touch something. So if I can kind of switch over into a realm of relationships, right? When you're talking, whether you're dating somebody, whether you have a business relationship, whether you just have any type of relationship, right? When the foundation isn't built on anything, right? Anything can come through. I'll let you fill that in however you like. Things can come through when the foundation. So how you met and what you built that relationship on. Did you build it on lust? Did you build it on because they look good? Did you build it on not saying it's necessarily a bad thing? Did you build it on the business for it to last, or you just wanted to make some quick money? You understand what I'm saying? Are we doing this because it's not our passion, it's not our gifts? Are we doing it just to have a quick buck? And understanding, like I said before, the why, right? Like when you're doing something, sometimes things happen. Listen, life is tough in itself, right? We have outside factors, we have things that we create ourselves. And people always ask me, you know, in my routines, how do I stay focused? It's because my why. You know what I'm saying? I don't allow outside elements and my feelings to create doubt in what I'm trying to do. When I get up in the morning, I promise you, I don't feel like it. But my why is so much more important that I got to stay on routine. I got to get up. Definitely got to go to work. Got to be prepared. Got to have things lined up so I can be the best teacher that I am, the best coach that I am, the best colleague, the best department chair, the best, like I said, best coach, best person I can be, the best version of me, right? So things that I have lined up as my foundation as an individual kind of help you out. I have things that keep me grounded, right? A lot of the stuff that I do, first and foremost, is built in my vertical relationship, right, with God, right? And once he gives me the download, or he gives me what I need, or he gives me the idea, sometimes, of course, we have things such as the Bible, or you may have family members that have given you virtues or values or different things like that. And those are the things that you're built on. So I had, you know, of course, I had a praying grandmother who was built on the Bible. And a lot of the things that that my foundation is based on, those things that she instilled in me, and the things that I read in the Bible and have adopted through my spiritual relationship, right? And so through that spiritual relationship, I have a solid foundation. There are some things that I'm just not going to do. Like Yes, I'm not perfect, but because of the foundation I have, my consciousness will stop me from doing a lot of things because it's been embedded in me so deep. Like there's sometimes I'll go to the line, tippity tap on the line, but I may not cross it. But at the same time, there's sometimes I'll cross the line and I'll stay there. Like I'm not really a in the middle. Like I'm being just transparent. If I'm gonna go all the way, then I'm all the way over there, right? But even when I cross the line, because of my foundation, like I said before, my conscience will allow me to go back over there, right? Because a part of my foundation is my relationship with God. So then it's God, I apologize. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for being disobedient. You see how even when I mess up or things allow me to get disastray, I go back to my foundation, right? Even when the winds may come or tornadoes may come and rip up the house and may take off the roof, you can start to rebuild again if you have a solid foundation, right? If you've not built your foundation on sand. That's what's so important and so great about it, is making sure that my base is where it needs to be. Because I guarantee you, once your foundation is built. So, if you watch my channel often, I always talk about commitment, discipline, and consistency. Those are things to build a great foundation. Because if I'm disciplined in what I'm supposed to do, I'm also committed to what I'm supposed to do, and I'm consistently doing it, I will be fruitful and I will be able to multiply. I will be able to build, and I'm just using this in a metaphorical way. Just I'm going to build my skyscraper, because once I start going up and understanding my why, even those outside things won't affect me. Not only is my foundation strong, is just when I start building up, because it's built on a great foundation, you can't move me now. I cannot be moved because now I am in a place of alignment. When you have a good base and a good foundation, right? And you're connected to the source vertically, and you're working in your purpose, and you're in alignment to what you're supposed to do, outside factors don't matter. Because now you are doing what you were created to do. Now, I'm trying to say there's some things that can't happen. I'm trying to say that there aren't things that cannot happen, I should say. And some things that you need to watch out for, right? There are things that happen internally that can destroy, right? We can self destruct on some things. There are some things that we create. But when you're built on a good foundation and you have a good relationship vertically, you shouldn't have any doubt. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Just like the Bible says, weapons formed against me, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Didn't say it wouldn't form, but it will not prosper because my foundation is solid. Man, I hope that helped you. I hope that even whatever stage you're in now, it's okay to start over. But when you start over and you do it this time, you do it with a solid foundation. All right. You guys already know what I need you to do, what I need you to focus on. Man, follow me on all my social media platforms, Mr. LA2 or Mr. LA_2 on Twitter and the IGs of things. But do the most important thing I need you to do all week, and that's make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.